excited to come because I'm coming up on a 10-year anniversary of my business, and I just think this is the perfect time to really take that deep look at it and say, where have I been in the past, evaluating what my sales trends have been, the projects that I've been working on, and then evaluating my own personal role within that business, what brings me joy in the work that I do, and to better help plan then what I want to do over the next 1 year, the next 5 years, the next 10 years. And I really feel like the tools that were provided help me really answer that and think about it, and give me a place to go back to review and make sure that I'm staying on track. Really enjoyed the field trips that we took. The Buffalo Farm was fantastic. Seeing the Hera temple was really beautiful. But then also some of the side trips to Capri, and then today to Pompeii. Just to think about too, we're only this small little blip within the history of this, but that blip can be pretty powerful as well. Being away from home and from the regular everyday pressures of family and schedule and clubs, and just, I never have time to just stop and to take a deep breath and to think about me and what I need to do within the business itself. So this was an absolutely needed break.
So this trip was needed for me because it was impossible to do this at home, to get the mind space, the physical space, the beautiful inspiration of the environment itself. What I loved was challenging and being challenged by women who challenge the world. And so I loved really smart women digging in and not being afraid to push a little bit. I think the theme here was push harder on doors, on other things, but on each other in some senses. And 5 days in, I think we're stronger as a result of that. So that is what I really loved. And that's what I had hoped for, to have time alone to reflect, but then also to the time together to have so much fun. I mean, so much fun that it made that downtime even more precious. And it was better than I could have ever imagined or expected. And I'm walking away with an incredible insight to really what I'm capable of doing by seeing amazing an environment, the Roman culture. I mean, you can't beat the impact, the indelible mark the Romans left, that we too will leave on this world.
So glad I came. It would be so easy to say no to something like this because I don't do a lot of things for myself, especially travel, and I'm just really grateful. I feel really lucky to be here. I have some space, I think, to get things done that I've been putting off, and so I learned that, hey, maybe a little space isn't so bad.
This is my second flight club, and I came because of the promise of just unexplored potential of my business and the opportunity to collaborate with a new group of professional women that I don't have in my life. And I think as business owners, a lot of us can relate to that fact that we feel sometimes alone in our business. And so just like the first time when I came to Flight Club and we went to Sweden, this time I feel like I'm leaving Flight Club with 10 new girlfriends, 10 new collaborators, 10 new trusted partners that I know I can call if I need something in my business. And I think that, I feel that I've reached a new plateau in my business where moving past it with some of the skills that I learned during this week, not just from Felina and her program, but from the other people around me too. So I'm really excited to get back home and put all the skills I learned to good use. To love. I mean, everything was amazing. I think you do a great job of putting people together in either groups or partnerships where it brings the best out of each of the partners and explores things in a way that you wouldn't be able to explore by yourself. And so that's just, Felina's intuition and experience and a little bit of magic. too at the same time. So I think that really helped me a lot because I had a wonderful partner who is in a completely different business than I'm in, but saw my business through a lens that I really needed help with, because sometimes it's an echo chamber when you're a business owner. And so that was really great for me. Although this is my second time in Flight Club, it will not be my last.
As an attorney, I spend so much time working on work for my clients that I don't have much time to work on my business. And at Flight Club, I get a chance to just back away and actually focus on what my financials are, on what my processes are, and really optimize those. And I can't do that unless I get away, so that really helps. I came to Flight Club for a second time because I so loved the experience the first time and realized I had an opportunity to delve into my business, the details of my business and how I ran it in a whole new way. And it really paid off in the interim time. And I'm like, I need to do that again and work on my business.
That I loved the most was just being together with all the women. They are all so smart and wonderful to be around and spend time with and learn from, and so it was just a wonderful experience of us all being together. I think for me, going and meeting a bunch of women, knowing that they're part of Hera Hub, it's a no-brainer to me that it's going to be a wonderful experience, and you know that we're going to bond. And I love meeting strangers and spending weeks together, so yeah, it was great. Well, it's funny too because I think the most that I learned was actually from my partner, which was Violet, and she is wonderful, but it was just so perfect how her expertise was exactly what I needed for my business right now. And so just our time together in both bonding but then also learning from her, I mean, that is her expertise is what I needed. So it was fantastic and I learned a ton. I think my favorite experiences were us all being together at one table, whether that was dining or talking about our businesses and having those moments together and listening to each other and hearing everyone's stories. Yeah, I just loved those moments where we were all together at a table. Building a business is a journey, and so just getting to hear where other women are in their journey and knowing that I'm not at that same point right now, but that's a someday, and that I will be dealing with that and feeling those emotions and working through those operations. So I think that was very cool to just hear from different folks that are in different phases of their business.
So valuable and important to be away from the office, because when I am there, I am sucked into the grind and the to-do list. It's just too tempting to resist. And there's been a project, a very audacious project that I've been wanting to tackle for the last year. It could be worth as much as $10 million to me. And I got it done this week, not only to help with overcome what was holding me back, but also to have the accountability and support of successful business women as I did it. And the ability to press send and get all kinds of cheers and support, I just feel on fire. And it's so good to be going home knowing that I've advanced my business in this way. This trip was the perfect blend of business and fun, and it qualifies as a tax-deductible vacation because we met all of the IRS requirements. That's my specialty. So it was amazing to be in this space. It just feels good to be here. And so we were able to go out and do tours and have a great time and just really connect on a deeper level.